Hey guys, this is Dr. Mathis from the Pediatric Department coming to you with another episode of Holzer Highlight. With everything going on in the world, we thought this would be a perfect time to discuss with family how to talk to your children about COVID-19. Let's get started. Question 1. What are some things that we can do with our children to help ease any anxiety or fears? So first of all, I would say assume that your child has anxiety or some type of fear from everything that's going on. This is a good time to remind them there are plenty of doctors and researchers that are doing everything that they can to understand the virus and to come up with ways and therapeutics in order to keep not only them safe, but the rest of the community. Another thing to keep in mind is to keep calm. Children will respond to what you say, but also to how you say it. Especially in the world of social media, they're being flooded with tons of information. Some of it's correct, some of it is not. And it's also possible for some children to misinterpret correct information. So this is where you come in. There are plenty of resources out there that you can turn to, including the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, as well as the American Academy of Pediatrics that can provide you with good tips on how to approach these topics and what facts to tell your children. Question 2. What tips can you provide that will make our kids feel safe? So for this, I would say that there are some things that you can do to help your children feel safe, but to also help parents feel as though they're contributing to the safety of their child. Some of those things can be making sure that we are washing our hands for at least 20 seconds. Happy birthday twice is fine, but once again, 20 seconds is just a minimum. If possible, allowing the children to pick their soap that they're going to use to wash your hands. If soap and water is not available, hand sanitizer works just as fine, just making sure we're covering the entire hands as well as fingertips. Another thing of keeping children safe, once again, is to monitor just how much social media and how much news that they're taking in. Also keeping in mind that if you have to cough or sneeze, doing so on your elbow. Question 3. What about the children that may be immunocompromised, particularly the ones with asthma? What kind of precautions should we be taking with those children? So I'd address that question as, for any child with an underlying health illness, it's important to remain in contact with their primary care provider, or if they have a subspecialist, for example, for children who have certain cardiac or heart defects, that they have a cardiologist. If they have asthma, if they have a pulmonologist, somebody who is seeing them on some type of scheduled basis to manage these underlying health issues. Keep in contact, make sure whatever medications that they need, they have them at that time. But outside of that, I would not do anything different, or I wouldn't recommend anything else different that we would tell other families. But if they do get sick, or if they come down or start to develop certain symptoms, we are always here to provide any care. Question 4, any other thoughts that we should share with our parents and caregivers? So my final thoughts is that this is a fluid and moving situation. There's a lot that we don't know about this virus. It's important to making sure that we're touching base with our children, not every day, not overwhelming them, but making sure that we are at least assessing for some of those symptoms and signs of anxiety or fear. Every child is different, so how you interact and how you talk with your children is entirely up to you, but to know that there are resources out there that can help you do that. In addition to the resources that were mentioned in the video, we are always here. The offices are always open. You can always call in, you can always talk with us. We are in it together, and we will get past this. Thank you for joining us. As always, you can follow us on our Facebook page as well as holzer.org for any brand new or updated information. And as always, please feel free to share this information with friends and family. We'll see you next time.